discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have discussed about VNet peering and VPN gateway. In today's session, we are going to start with network watching. But before starting out this particular topic, any question anyone have, please tell me. Like no one has any question. So we'll start with our today's topic where we are going to discuss about network watch. Now, what is this network watcher service we have? It's actually a monitor and diagnostic service to check the network scenarios of our virtual machines. So from which particular IP address we can get the traffic, and can we send the traffic to this particular IP address? Those things we can check by using network watcher. If you might be remembering previous session, we have learned about NSG. If you block any of the if you block any of the IP address there, how we can validate that it is actually get blocked? Those things we can verify with the help of network watcher also. So in network watcher, we have multiple options. The first option we have it is network security group test, NSG test. Earlier it is called as connection troubleshoot, and now it is called as network security group test. Here we can check that is traffic is allowed or denied based on our inbound and outbound network security rules from virtual machine within an IP address. So the same thing we can do, the one which I have informed. So to do this network security group test, I need to create a new virtual machine first. So let me quickly create a new machine. Our resource group is it's not showing. Go to virtual machine. I'm just only going to enable SSH group. UV plus create. Good. Taking some time. So our virtual machine is now. I'll go to my virtual machine. Scroll down. Here I'm getting network security group test. Do you want to check inbound connection or you want to check outbound connection? So here we are going to check by using this particular IP address. Can we connect to this machine by using 22 port number? Right now, it's a default settings which they have given to us. I'm just going to run the test right now. Some time. Now, why it is taking time? The reason is because when we are running this test, system is installing one plugin in our virtual machine. Which plugin we'll discuss later. So if you check here, I'm going to allow. Yes, it is allowed that we can connect to this particular machine by using 22 port number from this particular IP address. I have other options also. Any IP address, other IP address also we have. Or I can change the port number also here. I'll go with HTTP. Run test. Scroll. Failed. Denied. Why it is getting failed? The reason is because we didn't enable the port number 80. And that is why it is getting failed. So from any of the IP address, we can't connect to this machine via 80 port. And which extension system is installing here? We have an option of extension plus applications. Here we are getting Azure Network Watcher extension. By default, this extension is not there in our machine. Whenever we want to work on Network Watcher, it is mandated to have this particular extension. If you don't have, when you're trying to run the Network Watcher, automatically system will install this particular extension in our machine. Now, any question anyone have? Please let me know. No questions? Yes, Kumar.
Good morning, Kumar. Good morning, Ham.
Good morning.
Yeah, so if we wanted to restrict any IP or port number, so we can enable in inbound settings.
In
so
NSG.
Yeah, in NSG.
In
so
energy
we can
inbound and outbound also we
doing the
can
test. It
block.
can be okay. Sure. So that we can performing the tests, we get the not allowing the IP, right?
Yes,
Result.
so we can very validate by using this network security group test also, that whatever the specific IP address you have blocked or whatever things you have blocked, we can validate also.
Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Next is connection monitor. Connection monitor is used to check the connection between two machines. Or even with the help of this one, we can validate by using Azure and on-premises environment, also by using connection monitor. Yeah. So is there any connection we have between those two virtual machines? Those things we can validate with the help of connection monitor. And to learn this particular topic, I need to create one more machine. One machine I already have. So I'm going to create one more virtual machine. Source group name. Okay. So U plus now. Okay. Let me go to advanced tab. Here is it. While creating a machine, if I want to install any extension, I can install that also. Here I can search the one I can just search here Linux. Here is it. Network watcher agent for Windows. So the one which I need to install. Can I install after creation of the machine also? Yes, I can do there also. So right now I'm not going to install from here. I'll do after creation of the machine. Go to resource. Extension plus applications. Add. Here I can search. Next. Review plus create. Here. So our network watchers virtual machine is ready. Here I can see the extension. Okay. Now we'll go to a service called network watcher. Here is it. Here we have something called connection monitor. Above it. I'll go to connection monitor. Click on create. Region. Monitor name. Next. Here we are going to create a source and the destination. Add source. Destination. Then test configuration. Based on which particular port number I want to validate their connection. I'm going to validate by using 22 port number every 30 seconds. This is a new option they have added. Check field percentage. I'm not sure about these two options. Okay, our test group, view plus create, click on. Taking some time. Now here we can check the status. Right now, nothing is going on because it is in the process. Refresh. Taking some time. Process. See here. Here I'm getting green color. It means that particular check is passed. So we have a connection between both the machines. If we don't have any connection, then system will give us the error message. So we want to check the connection between both the machine with the help of this. We can do. So this is what we have about connection monitor in network watcher service. Any question anyone have regarding this? Please let me know. Yes or no?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so there are many options given over there: migrate, connection monitors, import, test from npm. Are these used in regular thing?
No. We just need to create an overview with the help of this one. We just need to check the connection. That's all. These are not much in use right now.
Okay.
This is whenever we're doing migration, that time is what is the connection between those things it is getting. So it's for migration. Okay, I'm not aware of this import test option. What is this import test? Okay.
So this connection monitor is used to check the connection between two virtual machines that
two virtual machine on or on Azure and on premises, or you want to check between both the virtual networks. Even we can check that also. Because when I'm trying to create a connection, we have an option. I can select virtual network also there. Just let me show you. Here is when I'm trying to create, sorry, not this one, source.
Okay.
I can directly select a virtual network also. But I have expand the virtual network and then I have selected the virtual machine.
Virtual machine.
So if you want to select the check the direct virtual net or subnet also, if you want to check
VNet to VNet, subnet to subnet,
subnet virtual
like
machine
that.
to virtual machine you can check.
And there is resource group also we can
VMC. No, resource group is not there. Resource group is not there. Virtual network, subnet, or virtual machine.
So just
VM skill set you can check also. If you have a VM skill set, we don't have any VM skill set, so that one it is not showing. Otherwise, we can check for VM skill set also. Okay, here we have resource.
Yeah, left to that.
Yes.
So group to group, subscription to subscription also.
We can check, but majorly this is for checking the network.
Network. Yeah.
So under resource group, whatever the networks we have, those things it is good.
So it will come out to this only. Yes. In the subscription, the network part is VNet only. So under VNet, there are VMs or VMs.
That's right.
So that can be.
If you check for resource group, under the resource group, whatever the networks we have, and networks are coming under virtual networks.
Which is why there is default is VNet, I believe.
Yes.
So this is for on-premise to Azure also?
Azure to on-premise. That's why above, if you see here, we have non-Azure endpoint.
Okay, so it can be AWS machine also, I believe.
It can be, okay, yes.
Okay.
Other than Azure outside, whichever we have, if you have any connection you want to check, we can do that also. But for that one, first that connection needs to be there, then it can be possible. We have a service called ARC. With the help that can be possible.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so let's check the next option which we have. Done. IP flow verify. Now, what is IP flow verify? This can be used to check if a packet is allowed or denied to or from a virtual machine. Now, if you might be remember, just few minutes before also we have seen something at virtual machine level, that from that particular IP address can we connect to this particular machine. We have seen it, but that time we have seen at virtual machine level. But under our network watcher also we have the same option. We can check that. But so connection, sorry, network security group test and IP flow verifier is opposite to each other. Here. In that one, first we are selecting our IP address, and from that IP address we are checking the network connection. But here we need to select the virtual machine. Based on that particular virtual machine, a person can get the connection from that specific IP address using that particular port number. Those two. Work is same in IP flow verifier or in NSG test. Work is same. Concept is same. The only thing is it is opposite to each other. There we are first selecting the IP address. Here first we need to select virtual machine. That's it. So local port number I'll give as 22. Remote IP address, I need to note down my IP address. Remote port number 20. Verify. Scroll down. See. Access allowed by using this MSG. SSH connection is allowed, so it means from this particular IP address, we can connect to this particular machine by using 22 port numbers. Let's go with 80 port number also. We got the error message, access. Why? Because we didn't enable that port number. If you have blocked that port number also or any specific IP address, this is the error which we are getting here, access. Now, any question anyone have? Please let me know. Yes, sir.
So when we are using this IP Pro Verify option,
whenever we want to check the network connections, that from that specific IP, that from this machine, the person can connect to this IP address. Just
okay,
network connection.
Person is able to connect or not. That is the thing, and flow the network also, right?
Yes. Network watcher service, whatever the things we have learned till now, this is just used to check the connections.
Okay.
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 Okay, so let's move forward. Now we are going to discuss about NSG flow logs. Now, what is NSG flow logs? Whatever the traffic we are coming to that particular NSG, how we can track that particular traffic, how we get information that particular person is trying to hack our machine, how we got information, how much traffic we are getting it. All these things we can get by using NSG flow logs. So for this one, let me create a new virtual machine. And this time I'm also going to enable 80 port number. And I'm going to add a script. Oops. Good. Common use cases just to monitor whatever the IP address, if you want to verify the traffic, whichever we are getting it, all things we will get with the help of flow logs. And here is the format in which format we'll get the logs. We have two formats, version 1 and version 2. In version 1, we have some less details. In version 2, we have some additional details we are getting. And if you see my screen, the things which I have selected, these things are added only in version 2. So nowadays, if any of the client is going to create new one, we are always using version 2. Because in version 2, we are getting some additional details as compared to version 1. So I have created the machine. Let me check the public IP. I'm sharing this IP address in the chat box and I'm requesting you to please open this IP address in your browsers. So with the help of this, we can get those logs easily. To work on NSG logs, I need to create a storage account first. Because where we are going to store those logs, for that one, we need some location and we can store those logs only in storage account. So let me create a storage account. Plus create. So we have created our storage account. I don't need to create container under that. Container system is automatically going. System is creating our storage account is ready. Now go to flow logs. Click on create. Select a resource. For which particular resource we want to create these logs. I have multiple NSG. I'm just going to select only one. If you want to select multiple, you can select multiple also. Select storage account. By default, system has selected the storage account. And make sure your NSG region and storage account region needs to be same. Our NSG in Central India and our storage account also in Central. Retention, I'm giving us 7 days. That was after 7 days, whatever we have, it's going to Analytics version 2 we are going to select. You want to select version 1, you can do it. And here we have something called traffic analytics. What is this traffic analytics? We'll discuss in the next example. That's the next topic we need to discuss. Done. So I have created this flow logs, and whatever the log system is going to generate now is going to store in this particular storage account. And for this one, I didn't create any container. It means system is automatically going to create a container. So our NSG's flow logs are ready. After a few minutes, system will automatically create one container here. Under that particular container, you will see some more folders, and in the last, you will see one JSON file. So whatever the log system is going to generate, it is going to generate in the JSON format. But it's quite very difficult to read those logs because it's in the JSON format. I don't know how to read JSON format. That might be, you are also not aware of that. So how we can read those logs if we are not aware of how to read the JSON codes? Then we have an option of traffic analytics, the option which I was showing you. With the help of traffic analytics, we can generate the logs in graph forms, in the form of graphs. So with the help of those graphs, we can see our logs easily. Just a minute. So with the help of this traffic analytics, we can generate those logs in graph formats and we can see our logs easily. But to create this traffic analytics, first we need to create log analytics. This will take some time. Don't worry, I'll show you regarding this container, the results. Till that time it is taking time, we'll move forward with traffic analytics because it is also interlinked with the same log service. So go to log analytic workspace. I'm going to create a new one. I'm not going to use a default one. The source group. View plus create. Taking some time. Our log analytics is good. Next step. Next step is I'll go to network watcher. This it. Scroll to last. Here I'm traffic analytics. I can generate this traffic analytics while creating flow logs also. We have that option. I can do after that also. Here actually in traffic analytics, we can see our results. But again, I need to go to flow logs. I'm going to my flow logs. But before that, let me just refresh this page. And see, I got a new container. I'm going to open this container. Date wise, time wise, it is generating the logs. And you can see here after how many folders we are able to see that particular one. I go to edit. Here is it. JSON format. So here I don't know how to read this JSON format. So that's why we are creating flow logs. So we have opened our flow logs. So I'm going to enable traffic analytics. And every 10 minutes I'm giving here. Just not picking my workspace. Just a minute, we need to refresh this page. So I'm selecting. Taking some time. Separated. Let me validate. Just we need to select that particular log space in our flow logs. And now if I'm going to check this traffic analytics after few minutes, here you will see those particular logs in the graphical, but it is clearly mentioned here that it will take some time, 20 to 30 minutes to generate the first time it will take time. After that, we have mentioned it every 10 minutes, system is going to update these graphs. So this is how with the help of traffic analytics, you can see your records in graphical view format. Otherwise, you just need to read those JSON files. Any question anyone have regarding this flow logs and traffic analytics? Please let me know. Yes, Kumar.
Yeah, sometimes we are getting logs using of log analytic. We'll get a URL for to viewing the logs, and sometimes we are getting alerts, right? So how we can access and get the URLs?
Which URLs you are getting? From where?
So if any alert monitoring setup, so we get some notification as a error. So we can access without logging the portal. How can we visible the logs using of log analytics?
Logs analytics we can only see from portal. Whatever the logs are getting generating, we can see in our storage account. Yes, if you have that file URL, you can get that one. You're talking about this storage account file.
Yeah, storage.
So storage account, you can make this container as a public. By default, it's private. Here is the URL.
So we can also this URL also we can set up as a alert to see view the without login to the portal.
So this is your storage file URL. If you might be remember when we are learning about storage account, at that time we have made the container as private, so we are not able to access publicly. But when we make it public, we are able to access this URL publicly also. So you can do this same thing. But in that case, you will see the JSON format.
Jason. Okay.
So you can make this particular container as public, you can access that one because by default it's private.
Okay. Okay. Got
Okay.
it. Yeah. Got it. Thank you.
See here. Yes. See, it's a private one. Make it public with the help of file URL you can access.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Anyone have any more questions? Okay. No questions. So with this, we have completed network watcher service. Next topic we have it called route table. That particular topic we are going to start in the tomorrow's session. So in tomorrow's session, we'll go with route table, service endpoint, and then if we have time, we'll go to our DNS service also. Thank you all. Thank you for joining today's session. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.